Red talk, motherfucker. Get down with it, identity shitting all over all that fake bitches. Man, I kinda smoking dank, kicking ass on the side. Bringing that flavor, she elevating the vibe. Boom, bitty, bye, who's getting high? Everybody is, bitch, watch our time flies with that real talk with a steel cog. Taste it, cheers with a twist and your chin on your faces. Podcast basics, aced it, going ape shit. Up the ante when they blaze and I take it in. From the gays to the scum to the friends. Every Wednesday when the day ends, all enemies wish they had this energy. This is Ratt talk, catch an ice bag injury. Y'all moving like a motherfucking centipede. We accelerate just to devastate the industry. Horse got the boss weight, this could be the enemy. Turn that fucking mic on, I guess we'll have to see.
We watched the Star Wars prequels 2 days ago. All three of them.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw your journey. You were looking for a Padme.
Yeah. Yeah, Padme is the most fucking patient person in the galaxy. I swear to God.
They need to redo the prequels, man.
Hayden Christensen. Okay, so here's my theory. Here's what I've gotten out of these. Right? Are you ready?
Okay. Yes, I'm.
So first of all, the Jedi are to blame for everything.
Oh shit!
For real.
Oh shit!
Because at some point they say they don't know that our powers are being blocked. They don't. So they just assume that Anakin is on the dark side, or that he's prone to the dark side, without even being able to read his thoughts or his feelings. Because there's the Sith Lord that's in there. He's blocking their powers, and they don't know who it is. So the whole fucking what's the group called? The Jedi Council. The whole Jedi Council has no powers, and they're just assuming that this, and they're trying to get Qui-Gon to just take him back because they don't want to fucking deal with it. And what do you think that's going to do to a little kid who's scared from being taken from his home in front of these people who is so heightened by the Force, right? That's gotta frustrate him. And he's been right the whole time.
They would have taken him back to his mom and just been like, no, we can't train you. Like, live a happy, young little life.
Slave life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on.
I mean...
And then, okay, so there's a lot of shit that
the universe, dude, I mean...
Hold on. So Qui-Gon Jinn says a ton of shit about defying the council, and that he has multiple times. He makes it clear that sometimes the council isn't always right, and he's still training Obi-Wan. So Obi-Wan is still he's still fucking just like straight and narrow, listen to the council and shit, right? So in the second movie, he fucking denies any sort of growth for Anakin. Anakin, he has all these ideas and wants to do all these things, but Obi-Wan is stopping him because the council says no. The council's still blocked by this fucking Sith Lord. They have no idea what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah.
And so that's why he starts to get frustrated.
I mean, you're making a connection that I guess not many people saw before.
That's what I started to realize. I was like, the fucking Jedi fucked all this up. And he was supposed to be the balance of the Force. And the reason why she had twins was to create that balance. And that's why she had to die, was because once he flipped, he killed her with his anger.
Yeah. Oh shit, dude. I'm blown.
But because the Jedi were so arrogant and knowing that they can do no wrong, they fucked up and they created this monster.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The fucking Dark Lord.
Yep.
Lord Vader.
No!
I noticed that you were playing Jedi Fallen Order, dude.
Yeah, I fucking hate it.
Dude, I beat that shit just the other day. Well, like 2 weeks ago.
It's the most infuriating game.
It's a good game.
It's fun. I mean, the storyline is sick. I love the storyline for sure. He's a hidden Jedi, right? He was probably a youngling, was being trained and shit, and then and he was hidden somewhere. His master got caught, and now he's hiding.
Yeah.
And and then some
Yeah,
shit goes
no,
down.
yeah, definitely good story. Great story.
Yeah, that's a great storyline. That's some shit that I want to see in these other Star Wars movies. That's what we've been talking about. Steve and I have been talking about. I want to see a fucking storyline of like a youngling fucking hiding somewhere, and then having a, just like this, basically, just like Fallen Order, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I mean, are you caught up on Mandalorian?
I haven't watched the newest one that just came out.
Neither have I, actually. The tragedy.
Yeah, I haven't watched that one yet. So I watched the one with the what's her face from Ahsoka Tano from Rebels. Yeah. Fucking Rosario's great. She's fucking the best,
dude. Great casting. Great.
Absolutely. Yeah. Perfect. She's badass.
But yeah, that shit, dude. Fucking Grogu. He was alive. He was alive during the Order 66 and everything.
Right. So they hid him. So he was probably a baby.
He was a baby. Yep.
Around that.
Yeah, because he's what, 50 years old? So like at this point he's like what, 55, 53? How long is it? How many years has it been?
Has been at least that many, right? Because let's say it was 10 when that was going on. Then what? We'd have to Luke and Leia, the Fall of the Empire. They're probably like 22. So he's got to be like 40. 50.
No, he's 50. Yeah, when Mando picks him up, he's 50 years old. The target was 50 years old, and this is what, 5 or 8 years after the Empire, when Mandalorian takes place.
Right.
Well, it starts. Yeah, like when it starts, it's I think it's 5 years.
Huh.
And so so and then the Empire has been around for the 25 like the 25 years or like 15 years or something like that.
Like 15 or maybe because let's assume that Luke and Leia were teenagers when everything went down.
Well, Luke was 18 years old in A New Hope.
Yeah.
And by Return of the Jedi, he's supposed to be like what, 20?
Like 25 or something.
Yeah, 25. So the Empire has been around for 25 years at that point.
Yeah.
So it's 30 years. It's 30 years after the Empire when Mandalorian takes place, like when it starts. Because Grogu's 50 and Order 66 happened when he was 20.
Well, so it's gotta be like 10 years after the Empire has fallen, then.
Something like that.
Right after Return of the Jedi.
Well,
my favorite Star Wars movie.
I thought it was 5 years after.
Well, what the fuck ever. So he was like 15 during.
Yeah, he was 20. He was 20 when Order 66 happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. They killed all the Jedi.
Whatever, dog.
Execute Order 66.
I didn't care. I used to hate that whole Mace Windu scene. I thought it was a little too abrupt. But then I did. After watching Revenge of the Sith, I saw the transition a little bit more. It used to seem so abrupt to me, right? Yeah, from now on, you're Darth Vader, man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I get it. He played him. He played the politics, but also, see, that's where the Jedi fuck up, is because they play Anakin. Anakin works his way through the politics to get to his status, right? He does all this hard work to get on the fucking council side, or the what's his name, the senator's side, right? And then the senator appoints him to be the liaison between the council and the Senate. But then the Jedi don't appoint him as a Jedi master, just as a fucking spy.
Yeah.
So of course that's gonna.
I mean, yeah.
And it's like, well, we need you to. And it's like, well, what the fuck, man? Like, obviously he's working. He's a Sith Lord that's working against what their interest is. So he obviously knows that they're gonna do that. But at the same time, Like, why are like that? He said that's and he's right. That's unheard of to be a part of the council and not be a Jedi Master.
Yeah, not be a master.
Yeah, just say. Why not just argue with the fucking Senate? Why are you gonna let me be in the fucking? Why are you gonna let me be in the council and not appoint me a master? I'd rather not be a master and not be in the council than have you just put me in here just so I can be your fucking spy.
Oh shit, dude. You're starting to sound like you're on the dark side.
I am, man. I really am. After watching these, fuck the fucking council, bro. That shit was bullshit. They fucked up, and then Yoda fucking loses to Palpatine, and then just takes off, and then he just goes to hide. Doesn't tell anybody, and you know whose idea it is to
that was after they already killed everybody.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. There was still a beacon out. No. So listen. So there's still a beacon out going out. They didn't kill everybody. There was like a trap set for like people, the Order 66 thing, so that any other Jedi would return, so that they would find them and kill them. So Yoda doesn't even come up with this fucking idea. Obi-Wan does, to bypass that beacon so that no one else fucking shows up, and so they know it's a trap.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Yoda already knew that's what
happened.
He knew that Obi-Wan was going to take care of it. He's like, because Yoda was just like, I'm old as fuck. I'm 900 years old.
Yoda's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. And then Obi-Wan's, how about this? And then he goes, good idea. And then he leaves, bro. That's what happened.
I don't think that's what happened.
That's what happened.
I don't know. I don't think that's what happened. I got to watch it
Dude,
again.
Watch it again. Watch it again. Fucking Yoda's like, I'm fucking peacing out, bitch. Like, I'm going into hiding. And Obi-Wan's like, what about all the other Jedi? He's like, good idea. I swear.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Like Yoda's just like, fuck. I'm gonna fuck off right now. Like, I don't even. Yeah, it was a really frustrating watch for me.
With all the knowledge that you have now.
You find out the Jedi are the bad guys in all this. They fucked up. And then and the guy who the guy who ordered the fucking the clone army was a Jedi.
God, what was his name?
Something Diaz or some shit, right? It was
Cypher Diaz.
Yeah, that.
Yeah,
see?
Master Cypher Diaz.
Right. So 10 years prior, he orders the clone army, knowing what was going to happen. He had this whole, knowing this was set, but what ended up happening was because he was working with the Sith Lord purposely betrayed him, and then also worked with these other Sith Lords so that they would set up the fucking attack on each other, so that way it would collapse, and then they would have the army and they would take out the Jedi. What the fuck? So fucking 2 times the Jedi have fucked up already in these fucking prequels.
Hey man, that's the punishment you get for believing in good.
That's true. I mean,
you try to do the right thing, and there's already somebody else, some other motherfucker.
Pure good. See, that was the frustrating thing that I was watching too. Was that it was like, why can't he fucking feel his feelings? He has the fear about his parents and about all these things. Like, you guys took him from a place where he was a slave and said that he was going to be a Jedi Master. You don't think that's fucking terrifying? Of course, he should be scared. You have to sit here and tell him, just like mash your energy down. Don't fucking think about it. Don't feel love. Like that. Of course he's going to be upset.
Yeah, well, I think that's why, because then wasn't that thing that was the Jedi's thing? Like, they took him at birth, like, pretty much. Like, they felt the Force in him, and it was like, he's going to be a Jedi. And like, and that was
right. And that's why they kept saying he's too old. They kept saying he was too old.
Yeah, well, and then they told Luke Skywalker the same thing too.
Right. But then Luke, but there's no fucking council like this time. Like at this era, when we go back, like you know, there's like rules and shit, you know, but like those rules are so fucked up, and they fucked themselves by like being by thinking they were so high and mighty.
Oh shit! And that's why Luke Skywalker burned the old books. He burnt the old books. Man.
Yeah, because fuck the old way. Because anybody can have the Force. Anybody can fucking be trained.
Oh,
And the
shit.
midichlorians or whatever. Okay, so he's. By the way, to understand that he's the first that's ever heard of that was born of fucking, I mean, natural midichlorian impregnation, and then for them to be like, we can't train him. Fuck off.
Yeah, man, it's true. Yeah, it is true.
Because that's what happens in the first movie.
A bunch of
That's what happens is they all say they're not going to do it. And they all say they're not going to do it. They all say no. And then Qui-Gon says, I'm going to train him no matter what, no matter you like it or not.
Yep.
And so at the end of the movie, when he dies, his wishes were that Obi-Wan were to train him.
Yep.
And so when Obi-Wan sees the council, he says, I'm going to train. And then so Yoda finally says, okay, fine. You know, those were Qui-Gon's wishes. Right?
Yeah.
But it took for the motherfucker to die for them to actually
For them to accept it, be like, all right, maybe we should.
Yeah. Yeah, we know you're going to do it anyway.
Man, that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. You got to rewatch it, man. That was my whole fucking... I was watching it going, what the fuck? So that's why I kept like setting, like I was texting Steve about it too. I was like, yo, the Jedi fucked up, man. And he's like, Jedi fucked up big time.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, totally. They totally fucked up.
The Jedi fucked up big time. And they had so much trust in the Senate.
That's the first thing. The Jedi totally fucked up. Jedi fucked up big time.
Yeah. Yeah, and they had so much trust in the Senate throughout the entire prequels up until Anakin was appointed. And that's when they didn't trust him. And is that not supposed to frustrate a young man?
Yeah, that's horrible. That's where you know that shit is just not right.
Right. They're like, it's like, oh, now all of a sudden you don't trust the Senate? Like, what the fuck? Because I got appointed to be your liaison? Like, this is some bullshit. What do you guys have against me? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I felt that. I felt
super
a lot
sus,
of that.
dude. That's sus at that point.
Yeah, super sus. But then that's what happens is by him. But yeah, like I said, anyway, he ends up killing Padme with his hatred on accident because he's so invested in how much he hates all this shit that's going on. So in a sense, the Jedi killed Padme.